could really crush your finger, crush your hand, and that would not be good. Are you tired of crawling under your rig? Grabbing the knee pad, the blocks of wood, the blocks. I'm tired of crawling under the rig. And believe it or not, Lynn does it more than I do, and she's tired of crawling under the rig. So what we did was get an upgrade to the upgrade. As y'all know, we got the new Jayco Precept 34B, and we didn't have these on the Class C, but we've got some SnapPads. Got the 4 SnapPads of the EQ levelers. So we're gonna put these on today, show you how to do that, and tell you why you should do it. Got some quick and easy instructions, 1 page. And of course you got your SnapPad. I did be careful, make sure if they're labeled, they might be labeled differently for each foot. You might have a front and rear. I don't think I have that, but we'll find out. One of the reasons we decided on getting these is the protection. On our last rig, on our Bigfoot leveling system, the foot is usually thin metal, and ours end up taking a beating and also affecting the pin. So we had to get a new pin put in for our leveling system. So the SnapPad will give that thin piece of metal more protection, and also it's going to give it more stability. It is also going to give you protection when you're parking. We've talked to some friends that their rig kind of slid because they were kind of on a slope. This, with being rubber, will grip that concrete pad a little better than just your metal foot, and it'll give you protection when you're parking so you won't slide on your pad. Another area of protection is electrical. I've read that, and it makes sense, since this is rubber and it's going to be touching the ground, you're going to be less likely to have any kind of electrical issues because this will insulate your metal foot and it won't send any kind of charges back up through your rig. And as I understand it, these are pretty simple to install. There's just 2 steps. And we'll add a third to help you. But number 1, we're going to line it underneath the foot. And number 2, the foot's going to lower until it snaps into place. That's the name SnapPad. The secret is that we read about was using some dish detergent and just putting it around the lips here. That way that foot will slide straight in, and it really helps it snap into place. And we're just putting a little Dawn dish detergent around the lips and around this edge. And then you'll wipe off the excess later on, but that will help slide in the plate. Another area that I didn't mention that protection is these are made out of recycled tires, so it really helps the environment. Less tires, you know, there's millions and billions of tires probably in these landfills that we can probably reuse for different things, and the people at SnapPads are doing something about it, so that's a great thing. Also wanted to point out that make sure when you go to their website, you just don't order a set, you make sure that it's the right set of pads for your rig. Each rig, Class A's are going to be different. Even in that series, there's going to be several that will fit Class A's. It's usually based on the type of leveler you have, because they might be a round foot or octagon foot, just depending on what it might be, and the size, whether it's 10-inch wide or 8-inch wide or whatever the case may be. So hopefully this is one of the last few times that I have to crawl under the rig. But all you do is line it up under there, and then the tip is just lower it enough to make sure it's lined up right, so we'll lower it. Let me remind you, this should be a 2-person job. It makes it a little bit easier, someone inside the rig lowering down your jacks. And the second thing I need to remind you is make sure that you're not adjusting the SnapPad as the foot's coming down. The weight of these rigs, the hydraulics of the jack could really crush your finger, crush your hand, and that would not be good. So just be smart, raise it back up if you need to adjust it, and use extreme caution. One of the great things about our EQ leveling system is that it has an app, it's Bluetooth, and I can lower it from out here, so Lynn does not have to be inside the rig. We can use the app to adjust it as it's going down. We'll make our adjustments to the SnapPad. As it gets closer, we'll stop everything and adjust it to make sure it's lined up perfectly. As you can see, hello folks, as you can see, I'll have to adjust it. You know, usually eyeball it, I'm gonna miss it. Some of y'all might be better than that, but now I get to be able to adjust it closer as I got the jack down. All right, now that we made our adjustment, we're gonna go see if it'll snap into place. First SnapPad's on, we're gonna raise it to make sure it stays on. As you probably saw, I had to lower the rear. Mine are in tandem, so I had to lower the rear, but then I had to raise the left because the left was hitting the ground first. You just have to play with it. But let's raise it up. The first one's on. Let's go try the other three. So, I just wanted to let you know that all 4 SnapPads went on quick. They went on easy, no issues at all. It just took a matter of minutes, maybe a minute or 2 per pad. So they were quick and easy, and they snapped right on and look like they're gonna hold on. We will let you know what we think about these in a later video. We'll give you an update. Like we said, we're not affiliates, but we do have a link to our Amazon store down below, so if you want to get them, we get a little bit of the commission. Not much, but anything helps.
Until next time, God bless and many safe travels.
And go RV America.